People think the AI job crisis is about technology, but it's really about wealth inequality. Scott Galloway. Is the AI job apocalypse a marketing strategy and not an economic forecast? It's nuanced, and today we tap into first-wave stats for clarity. Correlation does not imply causation. The divergence is real, but timing also coincides with the Fed's aggressive rate hikes and sustained tightening. That said, AI is likely to reshape the labor market, not just in the number of jobs, but in the types of roles that exist, after giants clean up the bloat. There's a story being sold to you right now, and I think it's worth pausing to notice who's selling it as an avid co-creator with the evolution of AI. Pure fact. Every generation has its version of this story, the one where machines come for the jobs, where the future arrives faster than people can adapt, where the world you knew is about to end. This time around, the story has better PR and a much bigger budget. But underneath, it's the same script. I'm not saying this is nothing to worry about. We all feel the speed. In fact, the current evolution of AI is 300x faster than the Industrial Revolution. So here's what I keep coming back to so we can understand the middle phase of the tech boom we are living through. The loudest voices warning us about the AI job apocalypse are also the people who profit most when we believe them. Anthropic's CEO says half of all entry-level white-collar jobs will be wiped out in 5 years. Elon says no job will be needed. Sam Altman wrote before ChatGPT even launched that the price of human labor was about to fall towards zero. Notice the pattern? The people predicting an extinction-level event are the same people building the asteroid and selling tickets to watch. We've been here before. This panic isn't new. The Nobel-winning economist Robert Shiller has shown that fears about machines replacing humans helped fuel economic downturns in the 1800s. Science fiction later convinced people that automation caused the Great Depression. Computer panic deepened the recession of the early 80s. His point was simple. The damage doesn't usually come from the technology itself. It comes from the story we wrap around it. People feel pain from a normal recession, blame the machines, get more pessimistic, pull back further, and the story becomes the thing that creates the outcome it warned us about. That's exactly what I think is happening right now. AI is becoming a convenient cover story for layoffs that are really about overhiring, inflation, and tariffs. Look at the numbers. U.S. tech employment grew from 8.7 million in 2020 to 9.6 million in 2023, then went flat. Not great. Not the apocalypse either. Meta's 10% cut is just bringing the company back to its 2021 size. Microsoft's 7% cut still leaves it 47% bigger than before the pandemic. Tesla announced it was hiring more, then laid off 10% of its workforce a month later because of weak sales, not robots. This isn't the prelude to the end of work. It's a low-hire, low-fire labor market. That's it. 3 ways. This resurgence plays out. Scenario 1, the bubble pops. The Mag 10 now make up 40% of the S&P. AI stocks have driven the majority of the market's returns since ChatGPT launched. If AI sneezes, the rest of the economy gets the flu. And when that recession comes, we'll blame AI for it. Even though, historically, layoffs come in recessionary bursts, not the moment a new technology arrives. Scenario 2. AI delivers, just slower than they say. When something gets dramatically cheaper, we don't use less of it. We find a million new uses for it. That's Jevons paradox. When the spreadsheet launched in 1979, everyone said accountants were finished. Instead, the profession quadrupled over the next 40 years. The same pattern shows up everywhere. Computers got adopted heavily. Employment grew faster, not slower. Programmers today are coding less and thinking bigger. They've gone from construction workers to architects. The real question for any knowledge profession isn't, will AI replace this? It's, is the human demand for analysis, judgment, and oversight elastic? I think it is, and I think we're about to discover how much demand has been quietly waiting for the cost of execution to drop. Scenario 3, the disruption outruns us. This is the scary one. AI hits every sector at once, no policy response, full collapse of the recovery cycle. But here's the part most people miss. Real societal upheaval almost never comes from unemployment. It comes from people who are working hard and still falling behind, from the loss of economic dignity. If that sounds familiar, trust your gut. We're already living in it. What's really going on inside Silicon Valley? The mood is dark. People talk seriously about a permanent underclass and a limited window to build wealth before robots take over. I think this is a shared hallucination. The same people obsessed with AI's rapid capabilities are ignoring everything else about how economies, labor markets, and human demand actually work. And here's the tell. Only Americans earning over $200,000 a year see AI as a net positive. That's not a fact about AI. That's a fact about who has access to opportunity in this country. The AI jobs panic is just the newest scene in a much older story about wealth inequality. The real disruption isn't going to come from AI. It's going to come from the public finally noticing that the people warning us about the fire are the same ones selling the smoke detectors. The AI job apocalypse isn't an economic forecast. It's a marketing campaign. We're not watching the end of work. We're watching the monetization of fear. Life is so rich, especially when you realize your inherent creative power and the evolution of our society has bright days ahead of us. Not the doom, change, and fast. Yes, but the universal law of order is always flowing from chaos to order. Your thoughts? Here's my thoughts on AI brought to life for real solutions. How I view AI within the space of the light between Oracle Healing Journey. Between stimulus and response, there is a space. In that space is our power to choose our response. In our response lies our growth and our freedom. Viktor Frankl. The light between is the conscious, sovereign light that we must maintain between our stimuli and responses. This is the light of discernment, wonder, and creativity. The light where humans truly thrive at our full capacity rather than merely coping. I'm building a movement to advocate for preserving this vital light. Safeguarding this light between will enable the mindful and beneficial integration of AI into our lives. It is the wellspring of our agency, our ability to thoughtfully shape our responses to the world. Protecting and nourishing this light is paramount as we navigate the increasing presence of artificial intelligence in our lives. In closing, so if this lit up your heart and mind's view of all the bright potential of transforming world of opportunity, then I'd love for you to experience the light between Oracle Journey plus intuitive readings, 5 guides, and a 5-layer path to accelerate your intuition and problem solving. The 5-layer path integrates intention rituals, intuitive card draws, ancient wisdom teachings, somatic practices, and multi-dimensional exploration to support your journey. With your purchase, you gain access to tailored guidance, personalized Oracle readings to answer your questions, your place of power, tools to discover and transform disempowering states, self-hypnosis, techniques to rewire the subconscious, enhanced by the NeuroNature Self-Hypnosis app, soul prayer, contemplative practices to deepen your connection to inner wisdom, poetic insights, a space to save reflections for creative expression and meaning. 5-layer path for integration, a holistic approach combining intention, intuition, ancient teachings, somatic practices, and multidimensional awakening. Start for free and upgrade for deep awakenings and spiritual problem solving that resolves the daily self-doubt and uncertainty.